Hello guys, welcome back. My name is Rajesh and today I talk about state and binding keywords, when we need to use state and binding and what is the purpose of using that keyword. Basically, state and binding are property wrappers. So what is a property wrapper? I am just telling you in one line. Property wrapper allow user to add additional behavior to a properties. So if you want to know more about property wrapper in a depth, you can check my video on a property wrapper. Link is given in the description. So to understand practically, here we take an example. So here I have a button and this is text message, default message. So what I need to do here is that when I click on this button, I need to update that message. For this I have taken a message variable and there is a default message and I need to update that message on a button click. So here I am just updating that message. Here I am assigning that new value, but here it gives me an error, cannot assign to a property, self is immutable, because as we know struct are value type, so we cannot modify its value inside a struct, so we cannot modify any property. So for that, if we want to change or modify the value, so we need to create a function like change here, and I need to make that function mutating if I want to change the value of that message. So here I am able to change or update that message here, so it's working. But when I am using that function here inside button, so it gives me an error like cannot use mutating member on immutable value, means the function is mutating but there is a block of code is non-mutating. Means if you not understand clearly, so I just clear it. I'm just making a function and here I am not using a mutating function, it means it is immutable function and this is mutating function. So when I call this function inside the ABC, the same error I got here. Here you can see that cannot use mutating member on immutable value, the same thing is here. So now you understand what does mean. So you cannot use inside immutable that mutating function. So here to solve the problem, the property wrapper comes. So here I am using a state property wrapper to solve this problem, state property wrapper. So now I can change that value here. I am just updating it, update default message. So when I click on button 1, here you can see that update default message. State property wrapper is connected to the view. That means every time we update the particular message, so it reload the text view every time. So to understand the concept of binding, here I'm just taking another example view here, and here you can see that there is a text message. So what I need to do, I'm just using that example view inside a content view. So what I am doing here, when I click on that button, particular button 1, so I want to update that particular message here on this text. So for that I am using a initializer here and I'm passing that message to here. So when I click on button 1, here you can see that update default message, here the text is updated. So but now here I'm just taking another button in that particular example view. So here when I click on that button, I want to update the text message of view 1. So here I want to update that text message. So what I am doing here, for that purpose I need to use a binding property wrapper. Here I'm just using a binding keyword here. So basically binding is used for a two-way communication. So and here I get an error. So to resolve this I need to use a prefix operator $. Now I am able to update that particular text on a button 2. Click. So when I click on button 2 here, you can see that the text of view 1 is also updated. So I hope you understand what is state and binding. The source code link is given in the description. I hope you enjoy my video. If you think this is helpful for you, so please share and subscribe my channel. Thanks, take care and goodbye.